day. I'm glad that I am here this morning, this afternoon. I'm glad that I'm here. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do and take the good with the bad. So it's good lunchtime for everyone. For me, it's coffee time. You need one of these. They are amazing, 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 amazing. So, Convos with the Queen. Before we get into the meat of today, because we are talking about social media and shaking up the algorithm, before we get into the meat of today, I want to get a little bit of housekeeping done ahead of time. One, I want to thank all of you for following me here on Hats TV. If you are not following me here, please subscribe and follow and enjoy and love. And guess what? You can not only give me hearts and likes, you can give me coins. That'll help to build the Haps brand. But also, if you are not part of the group on Facebook, the Royal Court, there's quite a few ways that you can become a part. And I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to become a part and to be, you know what, in the know. Can we just say that? And I'm just saying that because I love being able to share me and share what I do and all of that. But in all actuality, I love for people to be a part of my group because then they get more of me. But then I also love for them to be a part of my membership network, which we're going to talk about later. I want to get into the heart and the meat of all of this. Hey, yes, follow me on Instagram as well. I am Bad Queen D. B period, A period, D period, Queen D on Instagram. I do a lot of my, motivation, self help, encouraging things, especially around my faith. Everyone, I hope you believe in God. If you don't, that's okay. I want you to be encouraged by what I say, and then maybe something might change. We'll see. Doesn't have to be. I'm not forcing you to. I'm just sharing me. So, with that, welcome to Convos with the Queen Tuesday teaching. And this is something new that I'm doing, and I'm trying to figure out a good time to do this and what's going to work. Sometimes it'll be later in the evening, sometimes it'll be about this time during the day. But this is where I get a chance to give you a little bit of what I've learned over the years, and then some insight, especially if something new has happened. And this week, something new has happened. I was part of a challenge with a group on last week, an Instagram challenge. Get the numbers, get the numbers. We get points for the numbers or whatnot. And the first thing I say to my group, because I'm the captain of the group, is, hey, post more than once, post more than once. And the funny part about it is that they were only giving you points for posting at least once. And everyone had to comment on that particular post. And I'm thinking, but what about what's going to happen after? Hey, viewers, thank you all so much for joining. What about what's going to happen after? What about what's going to happen when you want to shake up the algorithm, which is what we're talking about today? Social media posting and shaking up the algorithm. What happens when you are looking to build your brand, build your business, and you're not just trying to get a sale? So you need to post more than once. You need to get the interaction on all posts. At least one post get an interaction, but you need to show people that you're trying to be there more than just that one time out of the day. And so my experience in doing this challenge all week was people. There's two groups of people, three groups of people actually. So here are the two main groups. One, the people who are just trying to get the sale. The other group are the people who are trying to build a business. And then the third group are the people that are watching both. Let me say that again. Two of the main groups are the people that are just trying to get a sale. The second group are the people that are actually trying to build a business. And then the third group are the people that are watching both. So when you look at that person that is posting on social media, they're consistently posting. They're posting at 8 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening. Then they're probably doing a good night post or whatever. So that's 4 or 5 times during the day. They're posting, they're saying something, and they're giving you something of value. That person wants you to get to know them, but that person is also shaking up the algorithm. Why? They're posting, they're using hashtags, they're letting you know, hey, I'm here and I'm trying to do something. One thing I've learned, this is sidebar. I love Facebook because of what Facebook is. Okay, it's a connecting place. It's that bridge, right? But the one thing I hate about what I do on Facebook is that I'm always there. I have to utilize my other social media platforms. So even though I'm posting 4 or 5 times out of the day on Facebook, I might be posting a lot of things that are more personal, especially on my main page, than I am business. But there are some days where you will find an equal balance, or you will find more business or more personal. The reason why I share that is that you have to look at your I'm sorry, my hands are dry. You have to look at your social media and say, what am I posting more of on these social media platforms? Like, what am I posting more of on Instagram? Is it more personal? Does it not have anything to do with my brand? Are the people missing what I'm trying to say? Somebody will say, just start a whole new Instagram. And I'm like, no, just readjust the Instagram. Just readjust what you've done and start making it exactly what you need to be. And then what you need it to be. And then you start shaking up the algorithm. See, you need to shake it up, not start something new and adjust to it. Shake up the algorithm. That's what we're talking about today. Shake it up. The reason why that is so important, I'm going to say it again. Shake it up, because the algorithm is according to what you do and how people respond to you. So yes, I might post 5 times out of the day, but I only get 3 responses, or I don't only get responses on 3 posts. So the other 2 posts are hanging in limbo. But guess what happens? Because people are conversing with me some kind of way. They're commenting, liking, sharing, saving. I've even had people save my reels on Instagram. Because of that, my other posts that are not getting enough love start to show up. And then they get a little bit of love. You're shaking up the algorithm. I don't care what the articles say. I don't care what the World Wide Web says. I don't care what the influencers say about how to shake it up. When you start putting some action in on your own Instagram, you start to shake things up. Let me give you another point here. People will talk about, hey, let's comment. Make sure you answer the comments that are said on your post. Let me tell you something. If you don't interact with other people on their profiles, you might be shaking up the algorithm just enough for you. But when you start interacting with other people on their profiles, you shake up the algorithm for them and for you. I'm going to let that marinate for a second. Notice how when my cup cools, yeah. I'm going to let you marinate on that for a second. So, you want to shake up the algorithm for you. But when you comment on their posts or their reels or their stories, you shake up the algorithm for them as well. You know what? Try it. I challenge you to try it for just 5 days and see how that works for you. Mind you, this contest, we lost. My team lost last week. That's okay, because they learned a valuable lesson. I will tell you, there's one woman on my team. I'm going to buy some of her products. But there's one woman on my team that she was already killing the game. She didn't even need to be on Instagram, but she didn't need to be in the challenge, but I understood her method. So you have to watch people and see what they do. You don't have to hear so much of what they say. Nonetheless, that's a whole nother conversation. This woman, I'm going to buy some of her products. Why am I going to buy some of her products? One, I like what she has. 2, it isn't so far-fetched and, totally against my faith. 3, she's already killing the game. Can I help her kill the game a little more? Probably so. Now, let me give you another point. Here's another point. So we talked about shaking it up. We just need you to shake up the algorithm. What is the shaking up? What was the first point? Get out there and post something. Post 4 or 5 times out of the day. Shake up the algorithm. 2, shake up the algorithm for you and for them. Comment on someone else's post. Answer the comments on your own posts. Point number 3. It's your business, not theirs. So here's my insight on that, okay? It's your business, not theirs. And listen, let me say it for the people in the back, because they probably are wondering, Why I'm saying this the way I'm saying it, let me say it this way. It's your business, not mine. Now, I am a business and lifestyle counselor. I am the one who comes in and helps you figure out how to get past this fork in the road. You're either going to go left or you're going to go right, or guess what? We can go right down the middle. Either way, I'm the one who comes in and helps you figure out how to get past this fork in the road, right? That's what I do. But your business is your business. So I'm going to give you the advice. Okay, before you start working one on one with me, maybe you're buying a digital product here or there. Maybe you've joined the group on Facebook. Maybe you're following me on Instagram. Hey, maybe you're subscribed to me on Snapchat. Either way, you've gotten a taste of what I do and what I bring to the table. And so when you decide to work one on one with me, you are not only working with me to help you, you are understanding that what I tell you to do, you're going to do the work. And the work is going to benefit you. The last week during this challenge, every other day I checked my stats. Why did I check my stats? I checked them to see where I was moving on the Instagram algorithm. My posts were getting my posts, reels, and stories because I was sharing my team all over everywhere. Now, they might not have been sharing me, but that's okay. I shared my team everywhere. I shared them on stories. I went live a couple of times on Instagram when I haven't ever done that. My profile, my post, my profile, everything was almost a triple. If you have to look at 100%, it was about 500% out to reaching other profiles. Most of those profiles were not followers of me. I was just showing up. That's what you call taking action. I took action for my business. That's my business. I got to put the work in for my business. So when you work with me, Bad Coach Dana, and we get the one-on-one, you join the membership network, you are learning to put the work in. It is not something that I just know how to do when I come and do it. You learn how to put the work in. You do the work. It's your business. I'm going to tell you what to do. Now, mind you, there are some things that I'm going to tell you to do that you have to buffer and mold and make work for your business. This is point number 3. It's your business. Everything that I have done, I'm going to show you how to do. It worked for my business. It's going to work for yours, but you do have to make some changes in order for it to work for yours. Especially, for instance, if you work a 9 to 5, if it's a nonprofit organization, or let's just say you're just an author, and not just because authors, they bring it to the table, but you're not selling a product, you're selling a service. You're not selling a service, you're selling product. You're not selling a product, you're selling products. So you have to make it work for you. For Bad Coach Dana and the B.A.D brand, I have made everything work for me, and I've had to make adjustments. People that I followed, I had to bob and weave and mold and create for it to fit the brand. It's your business. And so with that, I want to encourage you to shake up the algorithm. See, the only way that you can do this for you is if you know that the work needs to be done. And the work that's going to be done will help you in the long run. You see how that's, yeah. You need one of these. You have to know that the work needs to be done. And when the work needs to be done, you're going to do it. You're not going to wait for somebody else to do it. You're not going to invest in Fiverr because you can't do it. You're going to figure out how to do it. You're going to learn how. You're going to decide that, oh, yes, I've learned how. I don't like it. Now I'm going to invest in someone else to do it. And basically, you know what? If you invest in a B.A.D brand, we can do it all. You're going to pay the money, but we can do it all. Do we need to do it all? No. So we will send you to someone who does that, whatever that is specifically. We don't have to do it all. We don't need it. Hey, we don't need all the money. We want to make sure you get to where you need to get to. It's just that simple. So, you're shaking up the algorithm. That's your goal for the rest of this week, to shake up the algorithm. Do what you have to do. Shake it up. Respond. to shake it up. So you're shaking it up for yourself. You're shaking it up, changing you, right? Posting 4 or 5 times a day. You're answering comments on your posts. You're going to other people's profiles and you're liking and commenting on their posts. And then that third thing is, it's your business. So you got to put the work in. And that's you shaking up the algorithm. But that's also you getting somebody in your corner who's going to hold you accountable and make you do the work. I encourage you to join Bad Queens of the Round Table membership network. We are a different type of membership network. How are we different? We are coming with the game-changing plans. See, in the game of chess, the queen can move across the entire board. But here's something I learned in the past week. The queen can also be attacked by the knight. I need you to marinate on that for a second. The queen can also be attacked by the knight. If the queen can run the entire board, move across the entire board, she's walking in her light. But for any reason, she falters and allows for the knight, NIGHT, to darken, then she can't see. At Bad Queens of the Round Table, we make sure you see all the time. So that when the knight, KNIGHT, comes to darken your path, there's other queens at the table to make sure you keep moving. The link will be in the comments. God bless. Go out there, shake up that algorithm. You got this.